ሰላም የአክስት ሜኪንግ ኢዚ ዩቲዩብ ቻናል ተከታታይ ሰላምና ጤና ከእናንተ ጋር ይሁን። በሂሳብ ፊዚክስ እና አይቲ በመሳሰሉ የትምህርት አይነቶች እንዲሁም እንግሊዝኛን ጨምሮ ጥያቄዎች ካሏችሁ እኛ ልናግዛችሁ ዝግጁ መሆናችን እየገለጽኩኝ ጥያቄዎቻችሁን ለማድረስ ደግሞ እነዚህን አድራሻዎች ልትጠቀሙ ትችላላችሁ። ኢሜል አድራሻ ፈቃደለገሰ@gmail.com ወይም ደግሞ ስልክ ቁጥር 0941587575 ተጠቅማችሁ ጥያቄዎቻችሁን ወደኛ ልታደርሱ ትችላላችሁ። እኛም ጥያቄዎቻችሁን ሰርተን በአግባቡ ለእናንተ በሚገባ መልኩ አዘጋጅተን በዚሁ ዩቲዩብ ቻናል መልሰን ስለምናቀርብላችሁ ቻናሉን ሰብስክራይብ በማድረግ ቤተሰብ መሆናችሁን እንድታረጋግጡልን ከወዲሁ ጋብዛለሁ። ቀጥታ ወደ ጥያቄ ይሄድ። የዛሬ ጥያቄ 9ኛ ክፍል የሂሳብ ትምህርት ላይ ኤክሰርሳይዝ 2.6 ተራ ቁጥር 4 ወርድ ፕሮብለም ነው። Let's read this word problem. A school committee had planned to reduce the number of grade 9 students per classroom by constructing additional classrooms. However, they constructed four less rooms than they planned. As a result, the number of students per class was 10 more than they planned. If there are 1,200 grade 9 students in the school, determine the current number of classrooms and the number of students per classroom. Here, we are asked currently available number of classrooms and the number of students per classroom. When you go back and reread the problem, it says that a school committee had planned to reduce the number of grade 9 students per classroom by constructing additional classrooms. We are not told the number of classrooms they planned, but they told us their intention of adding some classrooms by construction. So here it says, however, they constructed 4 less rooms than they planned. It means that if the number of classrooms constructed is less than the number of classrooms assumed to be or intended to be constructed by 4, then the total available classrooms currently is 4 less than the intended number of classrooms after the plan succeeded. Therefore, if we assume the number of classrooms after the plan succeeded to be n, then the number of classrooms according to the achievement or the accomplishment of the construction is n minus 4. Therefore, let's go to identify the givens and the required quantities from this problem as follows. Let the total number of classrooms after the plan succeeded be n. Thus, since the number of constructed classrooms is less than 4 less than the planned one, the total number of classrooms currently available becomes n minus 4, because we are told in the problem that the total number of classrooms that are constructed by the school community is 4 less than that of they planned. Therefore, the total available classrooms currently available is n minus 4, because total number of classroom is previously constructed classroom plus newly constructed classroom. For that, since newly constructed classrooms is n 4 less than that of the plan, so the total is affected by this difference n minus 4. So the number of students per classroom as per the plan then becomes total number of students divided by total number of classrooms. So we are given total number of classrooms, total number of students is 1,200, and we let here the total number of classrooms as per the plan is n. Therefore, by this 1,200 students divided by n classrooms, the ratio of students number to classroom number. Number of students per classroom after construction of certain class as per this achievement becomes total number of students available divided by total number of classrooms available. Therefore, we have determined that the number of classrooms available currently, because of the plan didn't succeed, is n minus 4. So the ratio of students to classroom has to be 1,200 divided by n minus 4. So, and in the sentence again, we are told that the number of classrooms, the number of students per class is 10 more than that of the plan, which means according to the plan, we have said that the number of students, the ratio of number of students to number of classroom was 1,200 to n, but we are told that 10 more than, therefore since 10 more than this one, we add 10 here. So 1,200 divided by n plus 10 is equals to 1,200 divided by n minus 4. This is a very important relation that enables us to solve the problem. So, I simply copy this one. Then, if we take common denominator for 10 and 1,200, it becomes 1,200 plus 10n divided by n is equals to 1,200 divided by n minus 4. Multiplying equation to by n times n minus 4 to eliminate the denominator, we have n times n minus 4 times 1,000 times in the bracket 1,200 plus 10n divided by n is equals to 1,200 divided by n minus 4, the whole in the bracket. Therefore, in the left hand side of this bracket, we have n get cancelled out this n, therefore the product becomes n minus 4 times 1,200 plus 10n is equals to, in this part, n minus 4 gets cancelled out by n minus 4, therefore n times, we are left with n times 1,200, therefore we get this relation according to the multiplication result. Therefore, 1,200n plus 10n squared minus 4,800 minus 10n is equals to 1,200n. Since 1,200n are present on both sides of the equation, they cancel out to each other. Therefore, I mark this in red because to mean that they are cancelled out. Therefore, we are left with 10n squared minus 40n minus 4,800 is equals to 0. Now, if we divide this equation by 10, we get n squared minus 4n is equals to 480. If we divide this equation by 10 to simplify or to make the calculation easy, 10n squared divided by 10, we get n squared, so 40n squared divided by 10, 4n minus 4,800 divided by 10, 480. Therefore, it becomes n squared minus 4n minus 480 is equals to 0. Therefore, we get this relation. So, here we get a quadratic equation with a is equals to 1, b is equals to 4, and c is equals to minus 480. If we find two numbers such that their sum is negative 4 and their product is negative 480, we get the two numbers. We find the two numbers are negative 24 and 20. Because when we add negative 24 and 20, we get negative 4. When we multiply negative 24 by 20, we get negative 480. Therefore, the two numbers that produces sum is equals to negative 4 and product is equals to negative 480 are 20 and negative 20. Bearing this in mind, let's proceed to the next. So, I can write that negative 4 as 20 minus 24 because I replaced negative 4 by the sum of these two numbers. So, the whole equation becomes n squared plus, in the bracket, 20 minus 24 times n minus 480 is equals to 0. Now, it becomes n squared plus 20n minus 24n minus 480 is equals to 0. Taking n common to this, we get n times n plus 4 minus 24 times n plus 20 is equals to 0. Therefore, I take out here n as common. Therefore, n times n minus 24 plus 20, n minus 24 is equals to 0. Now, it means that n plus 20 is equals to 0 or n minus 24 is equals to 0. Therefore, n is equals, from this, n is equals to negative 20 or n is equals to 24. N is equals to negative 20 or n is equals to negative 24. Since things that are counted are not represented by negative numbers, n is equals to 24 would have been the answer if the plan had been succeeded. Now bear in mind that this happens if the plan had been succeeded, but the plan has not succeeded. The accomplishment is the number of classroom is n minus 4. Total number of available classroom that are previously constructed classroom plus newly constructed classroom is equals to n minus 4. Since n is equals to 24, 24 minus 4 is equals to 10. So currently the number of classroom available is 20. So, however, currently built classrooms are 4 less than the planned. Total currently available classrooms is equals to n minus 4. Therefore, 24 minus 4 is equals to 20. So this is the right answer for the number of classrooms currently available. Next question is the number of students per classroom after the construction of certain classroom. Therefore, according to the achievement of the community, the school community, we have the number of ratio of students number to classroom is 1200 divided by 24 minus 4, which is 1200 divided by 20, which is 60. Therefore, number of students per classroom is equals to 60 and number of available classroom is 20. These are the required answers for this problem. Thank you for watching. Please